Hey everyone, this is Mike from Galaxy S4 softModder, and today I'll be showing you how to turn your Galaxy S4 into a remote shutter release for your DSLR camera. So you can easily take pictures of yourself, include yourself in group shots, or capture photos with unorthodox angles that don't allow for you to be behind the camera. So I'll be using an app called DSLR Remote. It's by developer BitShift, available for free on the Google Play Store. And so go ahead and install that onto your phone. And we need to make sure that your camera is compatible. DSLR Remote supports 7 different brands. Of course, the big 2, Canon and Nikon, along with Fuji, Olympus, Pentax, Sony, and Minolta. So for this tutorial, I'll be using a Nikon D3000, which is an older model released in 2009. And DSLR Remote utilizes the IR blaster, which is located at the top of your Galaxy S4. So your camera needs to have an IR receiver. So on my Nikon, it was, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's that circle thing right there. Some cameras might have them on the back as well, or others might not have them at all. So if you're not sure, you should check your DSLR's manual. So let's go ahead and open up the app on the phone. So there's just some minor setup to do. So from the main screen, tap your GS4's menu button, go to settings, and just make sure that remote type is set to infrared. Hardware, set it to Samsung IR blaster, and camera for whatever brand you have. And on your DSLR camera, you need to change your release mode to a remote setting. So right now it's set to S for single frame. So remote would be either of these two. It's that little remote icon with waves coming from it. And the 2S gives you a 2-second delay. And the standalone icon is a quick response. So once you hit the shutter button on the app, then it'll take a picture. And the other one gives you a 2-second delay before taking the picture. So just set it to remote. So from the app's main menu, all you have to do is go to remote, and it's just one button on the page. Ask for shutter, point it towards your camera, and as you can hear, it took a picture. And there are also some other advanced modes. So there's a timer menu. You can give it a delay. This is if you want your shutter open for a certain amount of time. It's used for long exposures. This is the interval at which you want photos taken, and shots is how many pictures you want taken. So the settings right now I have would take 10 photos, one every 45 seconds. So just hit start, and just make sure to keep the your IR blaster pointed at your camera for the duration of the timer. Otherwise it'll stop firing the shutter. And then random is you set a certain amount of time, and it will take however many shots you want within that time at random moments. So this one will take 3 shots and in a span of 10 seconds. And then there's HDR mode. You've probably heard of HDR before. HDR photos are the composite image of several of the same photo taken at different exposure levels. So you get a good dynamic range, that's what HDR stands for, of the lightest points and darkest points of the photo. So there's an option to change the stops for the exposure value here. It didn't actually work for my camera though. You might have to adjust it manually, but Of course, there's the amount of shots you want taken. Center, it's the amount of time you want the shooting sequence to be. So right now there's a center of 1 minute, and with 3 shots, you're gonna have a sequence of 1 shot taken at 40 seconds, 1 at 1 minute, and 1 at 1.6 minutes. So we're gonna test it out outdoors to see how far away it can work. So got my camera set up straight ahead. Gonna step back around 10 feet. Alright, so it works fine. You guys should hear the shutter, or at least see the flash on the camera, so you know it works. So this is about 20 feet now. It works fine from this distance. And I think the Nikon wireless remote that they sell, it only works up to 16 feet. So with your Galaxy S4, you're getting a lot more range. So let me step back to around 30 feet. That works fine from all the way back here. So I want to say I'm about 45 feet away. And it works pretty good from this distance. The farther back you get, the more precisely you're going to have to aim the IR blaster. But yeah, as long as you aim it, you should be able to get it to work for from pretty long distances. So this is about 60 feet. And so it's hard to aim from out here, but I have gotten it to work from this distance. Alright, there you go. So yeah, this is pretty far away. So again, as long as you aim, you should be able to get the shot. So I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the full tutorial at Galaxy S4 softModder.